Hello everyone, let me just find the video. Nope. There you go. Right, so open that one up. So tonight we're doing something. Something. And before I forget, this is on YouTube as well. So if your Facebook isn't working, you can always hop over to YouTube. Right, let me see. I'm not really prepared tonight. So, one minute. The area is a mess I've created for like several days straight. What's that off? Oh, that's a piece of tissue. Sorry. My area is just a little bit of a mess. Oh, hello, Chloe.
My Facebook's just being a bit slow, so it might take me a while to load the class.
Okay, that's all good. Once again, can you just make sure you send the message? Thank you. Dankeschön. Truly appreciate it. Actually, I don't know if we're going to use any of these. I did something in one of my Up by Marlene videos a couple of days ago. Found it really cool. So we might do something like that. Just give me 1 minute. So it's going to require a few stamps. And it's going to require stamps that don't really match each other, but are like the same, basically, height level and stamping. Can you get me a big stamp book from Mum's stamp book drawer, please? It's in the drawers that her guillotine sits on top of. So I've got a few stamps. That's not going to work because I'm going for so same height means basically kind of like that. Is Amelia helping you tonight? No, Amelia is not. She only helps out on advent calendar classes because they're easy to scribe for. Oh, hello, Tash. The advent calendar classes are just a bit more predictable, so. And they take less time.
Here's the stamp box I found.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Maddie, how about you leave the classroom?
Here we go. There's that one. So. Oh, hello, Heather. Hello, Cheryl. Can I die? Creative family. Right, here we go. So the main thing is that we need a large stamp block and an assortment of stamps. So they don't have to be related. I'm just going to come in and stick a few down. And that one there.
What's your last comment?
Diane Dixon's Bundy's. Hello.
Yeah, just because my comments have loaded.
Okay, cool. Can you make sure you send it in the group chat, please?
Yeah, my message is currently loading.
Oh, okay. Right. So we're just coming in and we're loading our stamp block up with a bunch of random designs. So I've got a few different ones. I've got some texture ones in there. I think I'm going to stick that one in. Just basically anything and everything that you like. The advent calendar is going pretty good. We're up to day 16 tomorrow. We've actually made quite a lot of stuff.
What would have to be your favourite thing that the advent calendar has given you so far?
probably the ink pads, because I needed some new ink pads, but also the little watercolor paper pads in them. They're actually really cool. Like, you get one that's a bauble shape and one that's like a tag shape, so they're really handy. It means you don't have to cut anything out. It's great. It saves you half the time.
Diane B says, hi everyone.
Hello, Diane B. Alright, here we go. So, I think I'm nearly done. The point is just to load it up. You want it nice and full.
Marie K says, hello there. Hope all is well.
Yeah, I hope so too. Oh, you never know what you're walking into tomorrow.
Karen L says, evening all.
We did move, or morning, Karen L. I mean, afternoon, up, whatever, evening. Oh, we're going to get the right time eventually. I never know what we're going to walk into tomorrow. We did move everything around today at the store. Well, we moved everything out the back around. Right out the front.
Hopefully everyone else's Facebook is working, because I don't see comments.
Have you refreshed the page?
I refreshed it 2 times.
Oh, Dad might need to update his Facebook. Right, here we go.
I'm just gonna refresh and see what happens.
Okay, you refresh to see what happens. Okay, so we've got that. There. Now.
My video's working.
Ooh, to start. Right, I'm just trying to see.
Pam says, hi everyone.
Hello, Pam. I'm just trying to find my ink pad.
I think Sadie can use it.
I was planning on using my black, but I think we use a lot of black. So maybe if we actually try using a different ink color. Let's see.
You want me to go to Mum's ink pad?
No, I've got them right here. We might actually try using emerald. Give ourselves a bit of a challenge. It's a color that we rarely use, this one. We normally just go straight for blue. So let's see how we go. Yeah, card deco. It's the non-pearlescent. It's the not pearlescent pigment.
Cheryl says, I have sidetracked from scrapbook pages to making Christmas cards. I think I'm doing well.
Ooh, go Cheryl.
Sandra says, hello.
Oh, hello, Sandra.
Chloe said, thinking all the different colours.
Oh, yeah, no, we're going to go one color first. You'll see why in a second. This is purely a background layer. And I've also chosen stamps that don't need like the CPR treatment, like any compressions or anything like stamp well. They just need to be pressed a little bit. And that is key for this technique. Because you just want to do a general press, and then we're going to lift up. And ta-da! Oh, that one there might need CPR, and so might that one a bit more. Okay, right here. That's so good.
Okay, how do you look after your stamps after using them?
That's not really a question I can answer because I don't look after my stamps very well.
Or like when you let's say we put the emerald on, but then we got to put another color on.
Oh, get a baby wipe first. Baby wipe off the color. If it's paint, wash it under some water and let it dry. Let it dry. Let it dry. Okay, right. It's like making it let it snow. Right, here we go. So noticing where our areas where they didn't stamp well last time was the bird and the bicycle, we can come in and make sure we really get those areas. And it is because, like, normally these stamps just by themselves stamp really well, but it's because we have so many on the stamp block that we're just going to make sure that we come in and we get all the little finicky bits.
What you doing? Oh, you're doing what you did the other day with the stamps.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. It was also nice fast.
Good.
Look, sometimes you just want to whip out a page, you know?
Are there any sort of art journals which aren't very good for stamping?
No, not really. Although we do have to buy a new art journal for the classes because after this we have one more class left in this journal. So anyone's got a suggestion of what they like in the online store, just let me know and I'll see what I can do. I don't know, because like the classes are up to you. We do them mostly based on customer requests. Some weeks though, you let me have a bit of a go at it without any customer requests. This is exemplar of that happening. But
If you have any techniques you want Naomi to tell you or show you, you can always just ask.
yeah, honestly, it's up to you. Even if you want one shown now, I can probably do it. Actually, I do.
I'm pretty keen on this week's guideline.
Oh,
Chloe says, I always wipe mine with a baby wipe to remove the ink and set them aside and let them dry. Once dry, I put them back onto the plastic it came with and put it back into its packaging. Mine have lasted really well and lasted over 6 years.
wow, that's great.
Melissa says, use stamp cleaner depending on the ink. Use archival stamp cleaner for permanent ink and general stamp cleaner for distressings and oxides. Well, there we go.
Well, you're all putting me to shame. Because exactly.
I'm sorry, but I've never kept with packaging for a stamp. I only own 2 stamps.
You only own 10 stamps? Like, I gotta fully admit to you, I have to do like a 6-monthly clean of all my stamps to get rid of the paint on them. And everything else that's on them.
Glitter.
Yep. Alcohol ink tends to be one as well. It's not easy getting alcohol ink off a stamp. I don't suggest trying.
You should be happy Amelia hasn't discovered your stamps yet.
They're up above her head. Right.
Don't know.
So she cannot see them. She's like a deer. Did you know that? The deers actually don't look up.
Oh, I didn't.
So if like a deer is chasing you, just climb a tree.
The likelihood of a deer chasing you, Naomi.
Like, not in this country, obviously. It's probably not going to happen. But
This
like,
country, it's definitely not going to happen.
we don't really have any
If it
wild
was
deers.
kangaroos could look up, it would be helpful.
I know kangaroos can look up. Trust me.
Yes, they do.
They're prone to it. But yeah, if you're getting chased by a kangaroo, just climb a tree. I mean, no, a deer. Climb a tree.
They can't look up according to Naomi.
No, they actually don't look up because it's disorientating with their horns.
Chloe said, if you annoy Santa.
If you annoy Santa, see, look, you've got this covered. How to get away from the Christmas police? Just climb a tree. Rightio. So here we go. So we're going to come in with our small mandala stencil now, and we're going to use some watercolor to fill it in. I don't know how well this is going to go because it's a very detailed stencil. And yes, I just found this in my thing. What color did you want me to use? I do know that a lot of people requested purple last week. We don't do purple a lot. We can do purple again. I was going to lean towards yellow, but that's normally what the color that I always lean towards is yellow or orange when I use this color. Or we could do like tone on tone and go for this nice like deep blue, which is quite nice when you can paint butterflies with it. Or we could do purple. Oh, hello, Deborah.
If you have any color suggestions for the mandala, just comment.
I might just, keep going with my colors here so they can have a look at what options there are.
It's a very good display stand.
Oh, thank you. This is my trusty notepad at work. More reliable than paper.
It doesn't run away.
Well, no, you don't lose it.
Hope not.
Well, if you do, you've got some real issues.
Chloe said a ready color.
Oh.
For all you who don't know, Naomi's afraid of red, so this will be out of her comfort zone. What about red and green? Christmas.
Can we have like a prelude? Like I don't know what's called. I'll put you on hold for a couple. For how many minutes do you reckon it'll take me tonight? Like 5, 10. I'll put you on hold and we'll come back with a different scribe. Your favorite mix. Let's see. Like
Rainbow.
rainbow of colours. Okay, look, we'll do the mandala in red because we can probably keep it nice and controlled.
Pam says purple.
Of course, Pam says purple. Pam says purple every time.
Chrissy D says orange.
Okay, right. We're going to do this a bit of a rainbow page, and I'll show you how you can control colour.
Did you just wipe?
Then on my pants, yes. They were originally his mum's pajama pants, but I have successfully claimed ownership of them.
For now. Cheryl says I'm favouring the red.
Favouring the red? Okay, right. We are using red. I have...
Melissa says I have Ranger Archival Stamp Cleaner from Permanent and Cleaner Stamps
Oh.
for the archive, for the acrylic and a word I can't say.
Okay, yeah.
But
Yeah, I know what that means. I can't pronounce it, though. Yep, keep going.
I also use Distress Refreshers for ink pads that are dry and I want to extend the life of the ink. Oh.
Yeah, that is a really good technique. Oh, wetting them just a tinsy bit.
You could shut up fast.
We could. I do have a few dry ink pads, but that one there we do need to be a bit more organised for now. It's not like a Holly Prue. We've got 2 minutes to set up. Okay, so here we go. So, I'm going to do this a bit more of a colourful page. As you can see, there's red. Everyone write this down in the history books. And then we want to keep this nice and controlled. So we're going to keep to our rules. If you're using a colour that you're not confident in, you just stick to the rules of odd numbers and less is more.
Yeah, odd numbers are better.
Yes, because odd numbers helps your eye focus.
3 is the best.
On this size, yes.
Chloe says that is really a cool pattern.
Yeah, it's a mandala. I don't know if we have any more of these in stock. I literally just found it again in my art stash. I was
We
like,
don't have any of those in stock.
oh, I'm in trouble.
Although for all those in-store people, what are those?
We've got those wax stencils.
I think we got like one or like a couple.
There
bucks.
are some similar mandala stencils that we have still in stock.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got some Celebrate ones or a Jenny Mindfulness one.
Yeah, I actually think we have a Marlene one as well.
Yeah.
Noah, my scribe, can go looking for you.
Let me just load up the other tab.
Okay, right. So there we go. So we've got our red on there, and we're not going to do any more red, even though I feel like we need a bit more. The more red we add, the less control we're going to have. So we're going to keep it like that. Next, we're going to add the orange. Now, we're going to come in with, what do you need?
I'm just having a look at the pattern.
Yeah, it's similar to that one there.
No, it's not.
It's none of those, but it's similar to the two.
It's similar to the other Marlene.
Yeah. Aunt Marlene's got 3 that are quite similar to this one because this is a Janine one that we used.
I think we're out of that one.
Right, so the next color suggestion I'm pretty sure was orange, / rainbow, and then it was purple. But purple was beforehand, but we're going to add purple a bit later on because it's a darker color. So we're going to stick with our lights and work our way to our darker colors on the rainbow.
Red and orange.
Yellow and green. Right, and then we're going to come in. I'm going to apply orange coming out of our red.
What would you call that line technique you're doing?
It's just brush strokes. It's quite nice. It gives some direction to your page without you even trying, and just fills in the gaps. It's also a very simple way of making drips. So you just come in and you put it down, for example. This is probably a better winter technique. Why do we always do better winter techniques in summer and then summer techniques in winter? Honestly. I'm just not in tune, obviously. Right, so we're coming in. And this is going to take a little bit more water than what it would in winter. Because, you know, we're geniuses here at Scrapbook Fantasies. Genius, I tell you.
We have a cardboard cut out of our Bravo.
Yes, we're geniuses.
I can't believe we still haven't grown that for lunch.
With Grandma? Oh, we did the week you went there.
What'd she think?
Oh, we have photos of her with it. Grandma and Milton and cardboard cutout Milton went grocery shopping together. She had him in the trolley and was talking to him.
Everything else was okay. That last bit was a bit scary.
Honestly, I thought it was quite usual for Grandma.
Well, then Milton's coming home.
It is for Christmas. You and him can cheat a Monopoly deal.
No, he's going to cheat at Selfish.
He might actually die in Selfish.
Chloe said, like the brick wall looking stencil without the stencil. It's like a brick wall stencil.
Yeah, it's kind of like brick wall without a brick wall stencil. I don't know.
It's more asymmetrical.
It's a bit more organic than a brick wall because you're doing it yourself. So we're just coming in. And as you can see, drips. But add just a bit of water to your thing. And it nicely blends. And you don't have to do much work with it. Okay, so we did have rainbow and then purple. And I want to add yellow because that's just for me. Okay, look, mate. It is what it is. So with the purple can get very overwhelming, and it is a subfamily off of red when you think about it, which is why we don't often use it. So we've got. They do. Actually. So let me just see what I've got in purple, because I don't actually own a lot of purple. I've got a purple watercolor pen, so I've got that there. I don't have a purple paint pen anymore, because I did make it run out of ink, and I've got to refill it. I will have to refill it, though, eventually. And then, I have a purple twin marker. We might use a twin marker, maybe. Maybe. But what we're going to do is we're going to come in with another stencil. And it's going to be... so many tough choices to choose from my stencil tub. But we might go with, actually... maybe not that one. Maybe...
What about you pick a random one?
Pick a random one?
Close your eyes and ask for that.
I do want to use butterflies, but I'm afraid. Because we use butterflies like every week.
Yeah, close your eyes.
How about you choose me then?
Okay, I'm gonna do it blind.
Also, if you choose me one that I don't like, I'm not going to use it. Have you got it?
Yeah, that's beautiful, guys.
Oh. Glad to know. Oh, one of my favorites. Chevrons. I have to tell you right now that might have sounded sarcastic, but it actually wasn't. It is one of my favorite stencils. Look how well used it is.
It was between that or the full-looking tree broken stencil.
Yes, the pastel pens work really well. They also color on black. I should have bought some white to show people. I have a pastel yellow.
Are you gonna use?
I have pastel yellow. I'll show you how that works.
Use the what are those new Japanese pens again? The box one.
Oh yeah, I've got one of them here somewhere. Where's my silver one? Oh.
Sandra Jim says, while I'm watching your class, I'm unpacking my parcel that arrived today.
Woo! Excellent.
Dinner was beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great to know. You're really helping the
So Dad's putting yours in the fridge.
Okay.
I'm hoping he doesn't eat some of it while
I said, good to know. I'll have to try that.
Just out of seconds, I'll put that in the fridge.
I'm packing my parcel.
Okay, here we go.
Today, I swear that you guys keep the sticky tape manufacturers in business. Oh, we've cut down on our sticky tape, but
Was that the
it's
tape?
hard to get the sticky tape we used to get. We can't get the one that we liked. Anyway,
If we don't sticky tape it up well, the one order that we don't do it on,
gotta be careful.
the box will get ripped open or
Yeah.
it'll have water damage or something
I
else.
just don't know if Australia Post football team is in season or out of season.
Yeah, they do treat them like footballs.
Especially when they go through certain places. We've seen it.
I've actually seen them throw one of our pizza boxes.
Yeah, well, at my address where I used to live out in Brisbane, what happened was that anyone in my building, the dude would just actually like hop out of the driver's side of the van, like wouldn't even hop out, wind down his window, and throw the parcels onto my balcony.
You're right there now. Is it hot? It's hot.
And then drive away.
Maddie says it's still too hot.
Still too hot?
Yeah, she's feeling the heat.
I am liking this warm weather, unlike Madeline.
Yeah, Madeline's not enjoying it. She's stretched out so her tummy's on the cold timber and she's hot.
The aircon is still out. I was still on out in the room, so
No, I put it off.
oh. Could have given the cat some reprieve.
There are a chance of leftovers. There we go.
Okay, there we go. So now we've drawn these on. What we're going to come and do is quickly add some diagonals in.
Can you finish the orange juice tonight, Noel, so we don't have like 3 mouthfuls of orange juice in the bottle of the fridge?
Yeah.
You're going to do your great service to the family, are you not?
Sure. Did you lock up the children?
Why would I lock up the chickens?
I wasn't talking to them.
I don't think he hears with them. He's got industrial deafness. He
Okay.
doesn't hear much.
When does he?
So this coming in and drawing lines. See our chevrons. And we've kind of done them underneath, so then like it's going darker as we go down. Darker and out, see? Nice little L forming there, kind of. Because with composition, there are kind of rules to it. Not many, some. They're a bit confusing sometimes. But the main ones are you can do a V, a Z, a Z. There's an M. There's a C, a U, or an O. You can also do a T. T's aren't popular though. So like there is yeah, we are currently just using up tissue paper at the moment because we couldn't get any more tissue paper in until after Christmas. So there is so with composition there are some things that you consider with it. So for example, tonight we're doing a V, just a little bit off center. And we're doing it off center so then it doesn't look, it looks organic, because when you do things off center it looks organic and like the patterns were intentional but naturally laid out, whereas if you did it straight in the center it looks like it's been made by machine.
Did you read close comment last time?
Yes. So that's what we're going with, and I'll just keep doing this because this is like, you know, a great hand movement to do. Not okay, right, here we go. This is like the basic rules of composition. If you look at most paintings, you can kind of see it.
What's your favourite method of composition?
I do like doing Zs. I will fully admit to that. Or an N. Z and an N are the same thing, but like I do like doing Zs and Ns just because they make a lot of sense to me to use the outside rims but have something on the inside as well. On a diagonal, it looks quite nice to me. However, I do sometimes break composition rules, which is okay. Like that's why they're made. They're made to be broken. But like it's mainly just so it's basically like a recipe, just to guarantee that if you need to make something really nice or you're in a really like tough mood at the time and you're creating to let out your emotions, following the rules sometimes can just really help and allow you to create in a safe space where you know something's going to work and it's going to be okay. It's like in scrapbooking, how with a 4x6 photo that a nice photo frame for it is 4.25 by 6.25. And if you want to go for a bit bigger, you go 4.75 by 6.75. It's a basic like route, I guess you could call it.
Guidelines.
Yeah, guidelines. Yeah. So like they're made to be broken, but yeah. It's just like how how each person has like their go-to color palette, which mine is pink, yellow, and teal. And then, but you can also experiment outside of that because you have options, and you have options.
Darn bees that love these colours.
Oh, thank you. This is a color palette we don't normally use.
Maybe you should expand
I'm actually quite okay creating with pink most days instead of red. I'm not very comfortable on this zone, but we'll be fine. We will be fine. Now, rainbow consists of green as well.
And pink.
And pink. Woo!
And blue.
We got teal. We could add a bit more blue in there. I think we could come in with blue first and then green. I want to add yellow last because it's the lightest color, and it'll just bring that pop in. And then we probably won't have to add white on top either. Oh, hello, Mary. By the way, we are going to leave some white space in this one because we're adding a lot of color and a lot of different color, and we're not sticking to our usual 3 to 5 color palette. We're going to basically add every color of the rainbow. We want to leave white space. That's the key. If you're using lots of color, leave some space to breathe, some space to move around, because if you make a muck up somewhere, you got to come over with white paint, and it's easier to blend into the white paint on a white surface. So, or like blend in with black paint on a black surface, depending if you're doing this in like a craft. You can use brown for that. So let's go with blue next. So with blue, I think what I'm going to come and do is I'm actually going to grab this dark blue. And I've just grabbed my paintbrush. Yeah. And it's my thicker paintbrush.
Deborah said, Chloe, I use the tissue for the kids' wrapping paper. Lol, easy to open.
Oh my gosh, perfect. Hey, no, I know what we're using for Christmas wrapping paper now. Although we are buying a box for Mom's present. It is kind of huge.
Chloe said, had a really nice rainbow across the paddock yesterday.
Ooh. Was that after the rainstorm, was it? Because we didn't see any rainbows, but Noah did end up naming the storms for us. Did you call one Jeremy?
Yeah, the one because we drove out of I can't remember, but when we were driving into Jeremy.
I tackled a yellow page today, way out of my comfort zone. Excellent, Deborah. See? It's just about spreading outside your comfort zone. Though I am a bit of a hypocrite on that one because I don't actually use red that much. Who knows? I might be converted, but I really am not.
That's going to take a few years.
I didn't use green for like 5 years.
Chloe says, Deborah, that is an amazing idea. Oh, they would tear them into bits.
Imagine it's also quite see-through. You might have to do a few layers. Right, so we're just coming in. And we're making these wine things, but don't worry, they're really easy to hand draw.
Could you get coloured cling wrap?
Not really, why?
Because that's what we could put Amelia's presents in.
Cellophane, dude. Cellophane.
Cellophane. You can wrap her presents in cellophane if you want.
I'm not doing that.
We got clear cellophane at the shop, rolls and all.
I don't think wrapping someone's present in clear is kind of what you want to do on Christmas Day.
No, you put there. Okay. I'll talk to you about it later.
You paint it.
No. Wrapping paper, then put clear cellophane over top just for a
Deborah says, Chloe, they sure do, and it looks more exciting.
You're pretty good at this stuff, Naomi-Jon.
Really?
Anyone I think you studied it or something.
Oh,
We're just going to take Millie for a walk to see the lights from the block.
okay. It's only like, I've decided to be an artist for my career.
It's not like you spent 3 years studying at Brisbane.
I really hope that I'm actually okay at it because, I'm going to try and make a living out of this for the rest of my life.
Trying to, you are, man.
I'm currently a marketing assistant for a company. Hello. You going to go for a walk, are you?
Mm-hmm.
In your flip-flops. How'd you call Mummy?
Anyone seen Millie's torch?
Anyone seen the torch that's going to be in the front stand?
No.
I feel like it's chucked on the bookcase near the kitchen.
Oh, okay. Has it been out the backyard of the chickens? It's not the chicken yard, is it?
We locked them up.
You've locked them up for sure. We're not going out there at 9 o'clock tonight.
I locked them up. I left class to go lock them up.
Right. Yes, we do have to get our cyclone pack ready still. Right. There we go. So we're done with blue. And I do think the darker blue was the correct one to go with. I was considering light blue. However, we just needed that dark tone to kind of bring in the purple a bit more with the orange. And then what we're going to come and do with our green is what we're actually going to do is I feel like we need circles, but big circles and round ones. So I'm not going to hand paint them because that's not going to be a round circle then.
That's how you trace.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I just need to find my little tube.
Like this.
No one, we're not going to use. It's got wet paint on it, Noe. If we put a glass on it, it's not going to be edible anymore or food safe.
I know it's a square, but
Yeah, not the shape I was going for. 1 minute. Let me just think. I've got a roll here somewhere that I threw. Here we go.
I was about to grab tape.
I think this might be big enough. I don't want it. Actually, that's definitely not big enough. Don't worry. I've got this covered.
This?
I'm just going to trace my tape wherever it went. Oh, there it is. On the floor. My area is really messy at the moment.
And really small.
Yeah, it is actually quite small, isn't it? I'm not used to creating on a small space when I was in Brisbane. I had a huge space. It was quite nice. It was lovely.
Chloe says, Deborah, my cat would probably get into the action.
Into the action. Yeah, more than likely. Right, so we're just going to come in and we're going to trace 3 circles. So we've got one there. Sorry, one there. I'm thinking one up here, and then maybe the third one. I am really trying to keep this to a V. I want to stick one down here, but that would make it like a Z, and we always do Z. So I promised to do a V, kind of. So I'm sticking to the V. It's taking a bit of effort, though. We might actually do another one up here, just a small one. That is 3. Well, hello, D. And then, actually, that might look all right because we've got a small one up there as the third one. Right, and then we're going to come in with our green paint. And our paintbrush is fairly wet because we do not want this layer of green to be opaque. We want to be able to see through it. And that does help the fact that we have got a Delusions shimmer one, because they are pretty translucent. And the other thing as well with this as well is that our bottom stamping layer isn't gonna smudge too much because we've actually let it time to dry in between our layers.
Chloe asked, where did Amelia get the unicorn thingy she had with her this morning? I need to find some. Lexi asked Santa for lots.
Actually don't know. I believe Nana and Jim found it at Best and Less.
What
Don't
was the unicorn?
quote me on it. It's a unicorn puppet for a thumb. I know it definitely came from Nana and Jim. They normally go to Best and Less or Silly Sollies. Kmart. They go a lot of places.
Do you want me to ask Nana?
Just as long as I don't have to communicate with my grandparents currently.
Yeah, I'll have to take a picture of them and I'll ask.
Okay. Actually, don't worry about it. I'll ask them in person tomorrow. I'll send them tomorrow, I think. But yeah, I don't know for sure. Okay, there we go.
Or we can ask Amelia.
So there's our green. Look how nice that looks. It just ties it all together. And see, by leaving the white space, it looks really nice. We're onto something.
What are you going to name a theory after? You know, the white space theory by Naomi-Jon?
No, white space theory was already created by someone in the Gilded Age of America during the Industrial Revolution.
Okay.
Just before World War One, in the Impressionist period. Can't remember their name. It's when semiotics came about. The science of signs. If anyone tells you to take a subject in semiotics, run in the opposite direction.
Nanny.
It's not a fun subject. Thank you, Marie. Cheers, thank you. I'll try online. I'm doing a last minute online pick orders to pick up next week. Yeah, love your love how the circles work out. Yeah, so the circles just add that little bit that you need, and it like follows the direction of our vines that we painted, which was pretty much purely unintentional. Now we are going to come in with a little bit of black before we add our yellow, and that just is just to add some yellow and pink. This is just to add some dots, and the black actually, even though it's not going to probably be very close to our red, it's going to tone our red down just a slight little bit, so then the pink and red don't clash as much, or else our pink and red are going to be like
Brother and sister fire.
yeah, and they're gonna cause some trippiness for people with eye difficulties or
Colorblind.
well, yeah, if you have to see everything in grey, that's gonna be a moment. But yeah, so we're just trying to get the red toned down just a little bit before we add our final two colors. And we're trying to make sure that we keep this white space, then we don't have to come back in with white, because that is the plan. Whether or not we can stick to it is another thing entirely. So, there we go. We've got that there with our black and then ink. And now we need, just remember that we use black soot distress ink for that. So it's going to bleed for the next like 10 minutes until it dries, if maybe even 5, because, you know, we live in Queensland and it's summer in central Queensland. It's hot. It's actually quite nice weather, but, you know, anyway, so now what we're going to come and do is we're going to come and add in our pink. Now, we're going to try and do it around the orange areas. So I'm just going to add some small little diamonds. I don't know if you can actually see them, so I'm going to lift it up and try and draw them while lifting it. I don't know how good these diamonds are going to be doing it this way, but you never know.
guys want to take screenshots on your iPad of this, you can.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, you're not getting it.
I'm not getting a very good angle. Oh, I'm not getting it at all. Okay, rightio. Thank you.
Is it like diamond shapes?
Yeah, well, they are trying to be, but I'm not great when I have to do things real close up to my face. Okay, down, and then this bit here. Oh dear.
Deborah said, we live in Victoria and it's still winter.
Yeah, you might need to go and have like a cookie break while you wait for your ink to dry.
I think they're going to just like watch a few shows.
Actually, probably get out the heat tool.
Watch a movie.
Watch a movie, come back.
I mean, here it takes like 2 seconds.
Our ink dried in, hold up. 20 seconds.
Great to know.
Great to know we're up to that type of weather. This is the perfect time to break out your foiling machine, by the way, people. They work excellently in summer in Queensland.
A few people come and talk about foiling lately.
Yeah. Or break out your foils and use them with glue. Perfect time of weather. Your glue will be tacky within a minute. And it's like a quick, 2-minute technique.
We could actually try and do that technique because, you know, we are in the summer.
We are, aren't we? I could try and do that technique if I really wanted to.
Although you probably don't want to.
You had a heater on this morning. Dear me. No thanks.
Heater on.
We had the aircon on.
Although, even though we live in Queensland, when we're at the shop, it's kind of like a controlled environment.
Yeah.
At least at the front.
Out the back, we still have no aircon, so it does get quite hot in there some afternoons. Feel like a roast chicken some days, but anyway.
But then you go to the pool afterwards,
Yeah, I do go to the pool. I swam 70 laps today, and the time it normally takes me to swim 60, 50-meter laps. I don't know what I did.
Improved.
Well, see, I thought about that, and then I remembered that I'm not that sporty, so I figured I still have at least another 2 months before I get used to the 50-meter.
How is the pool?
Still non-heated, but I did try swimming in the 25-meter pool, and I found it a bit too short now, so sticking with the 50.
I don't think it'd be made for ocean swimming because that's a bit too cold.
Well, I'm not really friends with sharks, would you believe? I'm a bit afraid of them, so I don't plan on... That's cold enough. Says Deborah, yeah, he has his moments, doesn't he?
Very few.
I'm not really a fan of sharks, so I don't think I'm going in the ocean anytime soon, would you believe to swim? I did meet a nutty person that does ocean swimming, and I have to admit that they seemed pretty keen on the idea.
Of meeting a shark.
Oh no, of swimming in the ocean. I did ask them what they would do if they ever came across a shark. And they're just like, I can swim faster than a shark. I was like, okay. It takes some real amount of confidence to be able to say that to someone, just openly, by the way.
I don't think a human...
Like, I didn't want to burst his bubble. He seemed really confident about it.
Fish are made to swim. Humans can.
Yeah. And this dude was slower than me, so I don't know.
Was this Mr. Flippers?
No. Haven't seen Mr. Flippers in ages, actually. I think he got banned from the pool. Right, here we go. So we're just coming in with some gold glitter. And this is just to add some little bit of an accent, because I think we do need some gold in there. Just to break it up. And now we're going to come in with our yellow.
I'm going to go ask.
With our pastel pen. Okay, and now we're going to come in and we're going to do maybe...
Where did you get it from?
It was for Christmas.
Well, Amelia got the unicorn puppet for Christmas, so no one knows exactly where it came from.
What?
It's got a label painted on it, doesn't it?
Where is it, Amelia?
got it for her birthday. I
She's
think
right on it. She's right on it.
What's that?
She's right on the label.
Sorry?
Wrote on the label.
Of course she has. Oh no, that would be the parent of the child. It'll have a price on it.
Oh yeah. I know it's free.
Why did the ladies want to know?
Yeah, Chloe wanted to know because Lexi has requested.
I think it's Kmart. Or Big W.
Yeah, it looks like it's Kmart.
Oh, it's got a price on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, the price is spread out.
Maybe try Kmart.
I'm
So
gonna go searching on Kmart's website.
And we're just coming in. Make sure you have Kmart Australia, not Kmart New Zealand, like Dad did that one time.
I'm not like that. I'm not tech quality.
Oh, thank you, Marie. Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Yeah, so just a simple stamping technique leads to this. And a color suggestion, would you believe, of rainbow. You guys did insist that you wanted red. So we have used red.
Unicorns.
No, I was searching it.
Okay, and then I think I just need one more over here. Okay, and then
I'm gonna chuck my phone away.
I do like it. It looks pretty good. We just need some white scripty writing. I know we said we weren't going to add white after all this, but it's only going to take a minute, and it's quite simple with the paint pen. Once I reactivate my paint pen, because I did get some glue on it like a week ago. In my own time, I got some glue accidentally on my paint pen, and I didn't see it, obviously, so...
You think you got it from a party bag?
Yeah.
Apparently she got it from a party bag.
I think.
Well, I can't find it on Kmart.
Well, goodness knows where it comes from then.
But Kmart has a lot of unicorn things.
Unicorn.
5 pages.
5 pages of unicorn stuff that came out. Obviously, it's a trend. Would you believe that unicorns are trending, Noah?
I wouldn't call it trending. I'd call it phase.
A phase. Oh, I see. Are we currently in or out of the phase?
I think Amelia's out of it. She's reading dragon books.
Thank goodness. I still have to buy Amelia a gift.
I need to buy everyone a gift.
Not Mum and Dad. Also, I have Mum and Dad sorted.
Yeah, but you know, I have to buy a gift for you and Millicent.
Actually, I'm pretty excited to give Mum her gift. I think that it's pretty good. What do you think, Noe?
I know what it is, and it's pretty good. Because she's been complaining about it quite a bit.
Yeah, so it's practical. Mum's gift always has to be practical. She doesn't really like gifts that she's not going to use because it makes her feel bad when we get to the next Christmas and she hasn't used it. So we've gotten her a practical gift. However, I do think we're going to need to buy a crate for it. Like a box.
When are we picking it up?
No, that was the last batch of stuff that we got because Melton didn't actually send me his stuff.
He didn't send you stuff.
No, and if I order them now, it won't be until after Christmas they're done. So he's just not going to have many photos of himself in it, or many things of him, which is his fault, not mine. But
Some of the photos are quite.
they're comical.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we just need, I think, to get a box for it.
Shipping.
Shipping container, maybe. That might be a bit overkill. Right. So thank you so much, Dee and Di and Cheryl and Marie. So that is it done. And as you can see, like that's where the scripty writing is. And it just draws, it makes a bit of a block in the orange because the orange is quite prominent. So by putting the yellow on top and the white, and then by putting a little bit of white as an overlay in our green circle there, which you can't really see because of the light. There you go. You can see it there now. It just adds all of that to it. So that's tonight's class. Thank you all for coming. Next week will be our last page in our art journal. So we will be starting an art journal either the week of or the week before New Year's. Actually, I think we'll be starting a new art journal on New Year's maybe. which is exciting. But if anyone has a suggestion of what art journal you'd like me to use next year, just give me a message. And what are we up to? Oh, we're back tomorrow at 7 a.m. in the Advent calendar class with me at Queensland time. And then Mum has her Friday night live tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. Queensland time. I don't know what we're using. I was involved in that staff meeting. And I have read the email twice, so obviously it just didn't sink in.
That was an email sent?
Yes, you're not on the email list yet, but I am going to sign you up for it.
Right.
Yes. So thank you all for coming, and we shall see you all tomorrow pretty much. Bye. Stay safe.